No, that is addressing. Especially inside. It's already inside. But we can open it. Yes. While it's the scene, we'll make How many percentage came out?
Yeah.
Elections to the 18th Lok Sabha. Let me introduce the speakers on the dais. We have the Chief Electoral Officer, Shri Vyasan R. IAS. We have Mr. Sushil Kumar Patel, Commissioner Nagaland and Returning Officer of Nagaland Parliamentary Constituency. We have Mr. Limasanat Jamir IPS, IGP Range and State Police Nodal Officer for these elections. We also have Mr. Awa Loring, Additional CEO. We also have Mr. Tokavi Achumi, AIG, in charge of elections, PHQ. I am Director IPR, Zabino Payne. We shall have the first address from the CEO Nagaland, followed by the State Police Nodal Officer, followed by our Commissioner Nagaland.
So today we had a peaceful conduct of the first phase of our, as part of the first phase of the general elections to the Lok Sabha. So apart from us, there were 20 other states / union territories that went to the polls. And we've had, as I have told on other occasions also when I met you, we've had polling going on in 2,342 polling stations, which is the total number of polling stations in our state. And during the course of our model code of conduct implementation, this is from 16th March of this year, all the enforcement agencies have with their combined effort, they have been able to seize 490.56 lakh worth of goods, illegal cash / drugs / liquor. The number goes up by 2 to 8.2 crores if we start the data from 1st of March. Now, we've had 85 plus electors and PWDs and essential services voters opting for what is called home voting, which is called absentee voters of these three different categories. So I mentioned that applications were received from 718 85 plus voters, 183 PWD voters, and essential services of 1206. Now, we've had 5 observers, 2 general observers, 1 police observer, and 2 expenditure observers who have been posted in our state to oversee the elections that happened. During these elections, just the polling parties, I'm not including the security personnel, just the polling parties, we numbered about 40,400, this is including the reserves, and we used about 8,800 odd vehicles. The one differential that has happened in this election compared to other elections is that for polling party dispatch, we have been entirely self-sufficient. So our state did not take any vehicles from outside our state. So it has been fairly a self-sufficient election in terms of vehicle requisitioning. This has happened thanks to the efforts of all the DCs and DEOs, and also the large articles of our government employees who have been able to, who were willing to sacrifice their official vehicles during the conduct of the elections. Like I mentioned, we had 40,000 odd, 40,400 odd polling personnel on duty. We had 329 micro observers. One great thing about this election is that we've had quite a number of PSS which are all women managed, PWD managed, and in Kohima, 10 Northern Angami 1 Assembly Constituency, which had 28 polling stations. All these polling stations were manned by women. So, barring none, all the polling stations in 10 Northern Angami 1, it was managed by, all these polling stations were managed by women. Similarly, we had some youth managed polling stations also, and PWD managed polling stations also. Now, during the course of the day, we've had fairly uniform polling all through the day. At the close of poll, which is at 4 p.m., the rough numbers for the entire state is 56%. So this is what our polling percentage is. I have given you an overview of the entire polling process. I would now request the State Police Nodal Officer to brief you on the security aspects of the polling that happened.
As already mentioned by our CEO, the polling process today from the state has been peaceful. There has been no major reports of any law and order or any kind of violence that has taken place anywhere in the state, and it has been very peaceful. So, I'll just give a broad overview of the total number of police personnel, security personnel who were deployed for this entire exercise. We had deployed 48 companies of CAPF. We had deployed 46 companies of our own IRB and NAB. We had deployed 600 personnel of the Home Guards. We had deployed about 5,761 personnel of the District Executive Police, which is the civil police in respective districts. And we have also utilized the services of 9,583 village guards. So the total personnel which we have mobilized for the entire election exercise for the GLS 24 was 22,954. I repeat, it was 22,954 personnel were pressed into various aspects of election security duty in the state today, including the manning of all the polling stations. The polling stations throughout the state was open, right from 7 a.m. when the first mock polls were carried out, and it was open till 4 p.m. in the evening. So the entire polling exercise, polling stations were open, and there the CRPF and the state armed and NMP had given the polling station security. Over and above that, forces were also deployed as part of the striking force and the striking reserve. The entire state was divided into more than 200 sectors. So there were sector commanders and sector magistrates clubbing or clustering about 4 or 5 villages, and they were constantly on duty throughout the day and were responding to any situation that was reported, and no major incidents were actually reported throughout the day. Over and above that, we had also taken the services of the village guards. It was given to us by the state government under the Commissioner Nagaland, and a total number of 9,538 village guards also assisted in providing in the 6 eastern districts as well as in Meluri, where they were utilized for ROP, road opening parties, for striking reserve and striking force, and other election-related duties. No formal complaints were received anywhere else in the state, except in Lokha, where 3 criminal cases have been taken cognizance of pertaining to impersonation, which was complaint given by the sector magistrate, based on which police have arrested 3 persons in Lokha. Besides these 3 cases of impersonation, no other criminal cases were reported anywhere in the state. Now the parties are coming back, the strong rooms duty will continue, and we are very hopeful that the pre-poll violence, the pre-poll election process was peaceful, the polling has also been peaceful, and we do not anticipate any post-poll violence as of now. Thank you.
Thank you. Respected CEO Nagaland, respected State Police Nodal Officer, the officers on dais, and friends from media. Although the model code of conduct was announced on 16th March, but the preparation of election started long back with the preparation of EVM and rule revision. A lot of hard work, and then thanks to you all reaching us to the grassroots level. Nothing to add much, but as an RO, I am assisted by 1 ARO at my commissioner office, 58 ARO that consist of all 60 assembly constituency in the ground to the field level, and then all the deputy commissioner, including the ADC Bogoboto. These were the officers who were mainly involved for every election work from my side, and the EVMs will be stored at the district level, but the postal ballot will be coming to the RO office for the counting and collection also. On 30th of March, when we finalized the list of candidates, we also transmitted service order. That number was 7,847. That was electronically transmitted to the people who are serving in the forces from our state. And we are in process of receiving this service order, postal ballot costed by them. Till now we have received first, I will tell the postal ballot. Postal ballot belongs to the abstentions order, 85 plus PWD, and then orders from the essential services. That numbers comes out 295. Till date we have received 295. Service order we have received 351 out of 7847. But the time of receiving service order is just before starting of counting on vote on 4th June. Total we have received 646 postal ballot till now. There's one more information I have already given to all the political parties and candidates, but to you also again I want to reiterate that scrutiny of Form 17A, that is the decision, the conduct of election, the decision with the party's candidate along with the observer, and then RO will be taken tomorrow at 11 a.m. It will start at 11 a.m. tomorrow at our office. These are the small things which we wanted to share. If there is any question from your side, you are ready.
Excuse me. May I request you to kindly introduce yourself, your organization?
I'm okay from the road station.
I think you're ready.
When the EFA area, almost one third of the total electors, they did not vote, they abstained from the electoral exercise. How will you hold these elections?
I think the SPNO was very clear that he mentioned very clearly that there were no violent incidents reported. So absence of violence is what we were insisting on, or what we were focusing on. We said that it was a peaceful conduct of elections. And I think you would appreciate that that has been the case largely. Though again SPNO mentioned a couple of, 3 cases having been registered in Okla. So that was the context from where we were speaking.
This total of this 22,900 how many companies we have utilized the leave
Out of the total that I have mentioned, 22,954, we have utilized, please note the numbers, 13,850. 13,850, which comes out to 14 companies of CAPF, 9 companies of IRBL, 10 companies of NAP-IR, 10 companies of NAP, please correct, 9 companies of IR, 10 companies of NAP, 2 platoons of Home Guards, 1,737 personnel of DF of the 6 districts, plus the 9,583 village guards. So the total was 13,850.
With the
He will ask for all of you. Is that the idea? I think why can't others also be present?
what all of conduct during this entire election process till today?
No, model code of conduct goes on till June 5th. Actually, a couple of days even after that. Pardon me?
I'm just talking about guidelines. So, ours we have this election today. So the first stage, one of the first stage, already. How many complaints have you received as violation from any political party so far?
I have the numbers, just wait. So, we got a total number of cases across the state of 78, number of cases recorded of 78, a violation of model code. This was these were in relation to public property. So 78 cases related to public property, of which 8 related to defacement of public property. cases were not lodged. In terms of private property, total of 11 cases were recorded, violations of FCC. A number of defacements of this number of defacements were 8.
Excuse me.
Yeah, please.
Just wanted to check, is there any notice been served to ENPO regarding this 6th district? There's no voting that place.
See, a notice was issued as was reported in the newspapers. So that particular notice was related to a different thing. I think it is there in our website, so you can have a look at the notice.
I'm Narayan Bahadur with the Press Trust of India. Just now what my friend has already asked, but regarding that, the ENPO has replied today. So would that suffice, or are you initiating any further action?
The action taken has also been uploaded in our website. You can just have a look.
If you can say it also, it will be good. It
No,
goes
you
on
can look at
record.
the website. That will be better. Because I don't want to read the entire thing, no? You would want me to read it?
Not just the G's, if you can say.
Please go through it. It's not like it's a one-page order, so you can just do it.
Sure, I hear the report of electoral voting elections that has been during the voting process.
Yeah, actually there have been some. Just give me a minute. Thank you. So before mock poll, during the process of mock poll, we had to replace 42 BUs, 58 CUs, and 78 VVPATs. That is during the course of the mock poll, which began at 5:30 today. So we had to replace 42 BUs, 58 CUs, and 78 VVPATs. Now, after the poll commenced, that is after 7 a.m., we had to again replace 13 BUs, 13 CUs, and 33 VVPATs. So there was some replacements, and these are the numbers.
So regarding that, Northern Andaman, which consists of 28 police stations that covers only Kohima village. The Northern Andaman is consisting of 28 police stations that cover only Kohima village.
I didn't understand your question. You are asking that all women polling stations are just in Kohima village, is what your question is?
Yes, sir.
You are asking whether all women polling stations were concentrated in Kohima village?
Yes, sir.
I think so, yes.
How many polling stations are there?
28. How many polling stations are there in Kohima village?
Yes.
That I don't know. I don't have the answer.
I was told that there are 4 police stations in LK, 3 police stations in DKL, another 3 in DKL, and 2 in DKL.
Yeah, but you want to ask anything specific? Okay, there are so many polling stations. Hence, yeah.
Sir, I'm having a version of my question to the SPM, sir. Would you talk about the 3 areas that we may walk on, which simply constitutes the right, sir?
These 3 areas have been made under 39 Sanis /25 Piangsha, then 39/37 under Nakuti, and 40/46 under Gokla 2. Is it okay? I think it's clear now.
Seems like a little conspiracy or...
No, these are 3 constituencies. Not two constituencies. 2 constituencies, Sanis and this Bandari.
So the total percentage is 56 point something or it's over 56?
See, right now it's 56% at the close of poll. So typically there are some people who are in the queue at the time of close of poll. So those also will be included. So we will be giving out an end of poll number tomorrow morning. So that will be the final percentage. But right now the tentative number is 56%.
Sir, besides Kabu Assembly constituency, there's no mention of 0% voter turnout in the other northeastern areas. So can you confirm if this 0% for all eastern areas?
No, we don't have that breakup as yet. So we will be able to give, because tomorrow again, the ROHS level will be compiling a polling station wise and an AC wise number. So then we will be able to get what kind of polling percentages were in which polling stations, which areas. But going by the overall percentage and Nagaland's history of having high polling percentages, I think your guess is as good as mine. Maybe not, I don't think much polling happened in Eastern areas.
Was there no formal complaints? Was there no official complaints about booth capturing from the Congress?
Official complaints were not there. Some complaints were given, which were forwarded to the respective deputy commissioners. So one complaint was about Tech, couple of complaints, I think 2-3 complaints came about Kohima district I'm saying. Then a couple of complaints I think about Mokokchung. So those were forwarded to the respective deputy commissioners and district election officers. The concerned officers then acted quickly and the respective sector magistrates went and they have done the necessary groundwork and they did verification and reported back.
Reported back?
Complained the person who complained, to the person who complained.
So there was no booth capturing as such?
No, the complaint was verified and there was nothing found out.
Okay. That is clear.
Yeah, this is a time to give my prepared speech. So these elections have, thanks to a large cooperative exercise, including the police, including multiple government departments, and not least the media. We've been able to just pull through these elections. As Hima mentioned correctly, we had a very peaceful election. Now, our efforts are there for all of you to see. I would urge all of you to visit the ECI website, eci.gov.in. A lot of our pictures have been uploaded in that website. So the effort that the entire team Nagaland did for pulling us through these elections, they are documented well. And these elections would not have been possible without all of us going together. So I think that is the biggest takeaway from these elections. Yeah.
So this is like mayor function, the CEO promotes it. The other day I checked and I can see by the officers in the sections. I have placed the duties of doing the same
It could be partly because of the connectivity, but I'll look into it. But right now it is available. If you check your phone, it will be.
Any repoll likely?
Also, the final call will be tomorrow. As I said, scrutiny time is 11 a.m. tomorrow, where observer and me will be sitting together and then we'll be going through all the papers, relevant papers. And after that, the final decision of the state is sent to the ECI to CO office. That will be the final. But as of now, we have not seen anything which